everybody, and welcome to another video. So today we are going to talk about Sun in Taurus and what that means for you. So if you are a Sun in Taurus, you are fulfilled by security. So this kind of security is both possessive security when it comes to having all the material things that the Taurus so much enjoy. It also relies on money. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of money. It also rules things like our physical, tangible possessions. So Tauruses really thrive on this security and on this comfort, and they do not have a problem working for it. Tauruses tend to be very hard-working individuals. They can be more of a slow, steady, as-you-go type of worker, but they definitely will get it done. They are very reliable people, and you can definitely count on them to really work for what they have. They tend not to necessarily be the slackers of the zodiac. Tauruses also have a pretty good reputation for being stubborn. That is because the Taurus is actually ruled by the symbol the bull, and the bull is, if you think about the bull, it's very stubborn, it's slow moving, but it's very sturdy. They tend to be, especially if you're a Taurus rising, they tend to be very sturdily built, very muscular, very round bodied. But Tauruses are really, really beautiful people. Being an earth sign, they are very practical, very down to earth. And of course, being a fixed sign, they do have that stubborn tendency. However, with the fixed signs, even though they can be a little bit stubborn to change, they really can use that to their benefit, because if you think about a fixed sign, think about a magnifying glass, and looking at a magnifying glass, when you hold that glass there for long enough and the sun is shining through it, it's going to burn a pretty good hole in whatever that you have it focused on, because of that laser focus where they can just stay in one place. So that is definitely a huge benefit that Sun and Taurus people have, is that they can really stay in one place and accomplish something. But like other fixed signs, they can struggle with change and being adaptable to change, unlike the mutable signs. So they love all the five senses. So you Tauruses love food, a comfortable blanket, a delicious dinner, really enjoying the sensual things of life, which I think is very beautiful. They're also, like I said, ruled by Venus, and Venus does have a connection with food and love and romance. As a Taurus, you tend to be rather romantic. You really enjoy your love life, and you are fulfilled by your romantic relationships and your friendships. That being said, Tauruses are very reliable people. They're very reliable and they're very loyal. So Tauruses tend not to stab you in the back per se. Once they're your friend, they are your friend. You can rely on a Taurus 100%. So as I said before, they do enjoy luxury, and they're very practical, down-to-earth people, again, being that earth sign energy. They can be very headstrong and willful, like I mentioned before. Being ruled by Venus, Taurus natives, you are probably very fashionable. You probably enjoy wearing the nicest clothes. Even if you're not a super fashionable Taurus, you probably at least like the aesthetic of either dressing nicely, decorating your home nicely. Again, that comes back to that connection with the five senses. You love to eat good food and be in a beautiful environment, right? That's very Venetian in nature. I can relate as a Libra rising. And they're very productive, stable people. So as I mentioned before, they don't have a problem working for what they have. But even though they tend to be more of like a slow and steady worker, they're extremely productive and they can really get things done. The motto for Taurus is I have. If you think about, Taurus is naturally the ruler of the second house, which rules our possessions, the way we eat, the way we spend and earn money, all very Taurus and Venetian in nature. The only thing, a big drawback that I would say for Taurus individuals is, of course, that stubbornness that I talked about before. Sometimes when you guys have your mind made up, you're like, I'm not changing my mind, my will, my way or the highway type individual. So really, of course, if you have a lot of mutable energy in your chart in other places, and maybe you're just only have a sun in Taurus, you don't have any other Taurus placements, you might not feel that as much. You can schedule a reading with me at Reiki Astrology with Lindsay.com if you want to look into that, if you don't resonate with this at all. But definitely work on being able to accept change with open arms. Do your absolute best to hear other people's opinion and understand that your opinion, even though it matters, isn't the only opinion out there. So make sure you work on taking a little bit of advice from your mutable signs. Another thing I would say with Taurus is they can be over materialistic. So watch for hoarding money, always feeling like you have to have the next best thing. Like, you know, I got this new car and it's pretty, but ooh, they came out with this new, even better car, or they came up with a new phone, or I want to move to a more beautiful home. Just make sure you use that in a positive way and don't utilize that to their detriment. But overall, I love Taurus suns. They're very beautiful people. If you are a Taurus sun and you related with this at all, feel free to comment below and let me know. And like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Sending you guys all lots of love and lots of light. Namaste.